Hello, and welcome to our VIAVI quick tip video regarding our CWDM OTDR modules. The CWDM OTDR module will work just like our other standard OTDR modules, other than the fact that the wavelengths it transmits at will now be one of the 18 CWDM wavelengths. And the main advantages of this is in a CWDM wavelength, you typically have passive devices like muxes or demuxes that will filter out all wavelengths but that specific CWDM channel. So in the case that you want to be able to test through an actual mux port and onto the common fiber, and then also on the back side of the demux, on the far side of the fiber run, by choosing the exact CWDM wavelength, you would be able to pass through both the mux and the demux. These modules can be attached to one of our three major T-BERD platforms, the T-BERD 2000, the T-BERD 4000, or the T-BERD 5800 here at the bottom. I will now show you how to use the Smart Test OTDR mode when using the CWDM OTDR module on back of a T-BERD 5800. When you boot your T-BERD 5800 up, it may begin on the system screen or the BERT test screen, but you'll want to click on the Fiber Optics tab up on the top to access the fiber optic module. In order to see the main application screen, you'll press this home button down here in the bottom left-hand corner. So if the screen looks like this, just go ahead and press the home in the bottom left-hand corner to access the main applications. And then in order to enter the Smart Test, just press and click the Smart Test option. The first menu that pops up will be the user configuration file, and you'll have two options. The Express option is more of a fault locate mode, which is a quick 5-second test that will just give you the overall distance of the fiber, whereas the certification is around a 20-second test that will give you identification of all events on the fiber, including splices and connectors, as well as the overall distance. So I'll choose the certification option, load it, and then access our main setup menu, which for Smart Test is very easy and dedicated to 4 major parameters: the CWDM wavelength that you're going to transmit at, the distance unit that you want the results displayed in, whether or not you're losing a launch cable, and for this application I'm using a 20-meter launch cable, so I'll go ahead and input that. And then lastly, whether you want some automated pass-fail alarms, either user-driven, or for this case, I'm just going to use our default values. So once you select these options, you can just press this Smart Test button down here on the bottom, and it'll automatically auto-configure and run your OTDR measurement. Once the measurement's done, you'll have a main pop-up window that shows giving you the pass-fail results for the overall fiber, as well as the overall length and the overall loss of that at that particular wavelength. And when you press that window, you could then access the main results screen, which automatically shows up as our Smart Link Mapper, which uses these pictures and icons in order to give you an easy-to-read result. But if you click in the top right-hand corner on the trace, we also have access to the trace view menu. So it's up to the user whether or not they want to, which display mode they would like to use. The link table shows the overall measurements for the fiber, as well as the overall pass-fails. And then if you actually press on one of these specific icons, you could actually click Event View and get the detailed measurements for that connector. In this case, the distance, the loss, and the reflectance for that connector. And because this is the CWDM module, we also have the ability to detect any muxes or demuxes that are out there in the field. If you'd like to save the results, you just press the Save option down here in the bottom right-hand corner, and then you could name the file and save it as a SOR file or a file and a PDF report as well. Once you're back in the results screen, if you're ready to test the next fiber, just go ahead and press the Assistant button in the bottom right-hand corner to get you back to the main setup screen.